We currently use Workday for our people data and Intune for hardware management. Is there an easy way to bring in those two existing systems together within Assets so that employee and device information stay aligned and up to date automatically? Yes, there's actually a couple of ways of doing this. There's an easy way that's a little bit more cost. It costs a little bit, right? And then there's the harder way, which is a little bit cheaper, but is going to be much more difficult to maintain. Now, I'll show you a quick demo of how I would do this, and I'll show you the couple of apps that I would use. So the thing that I would probably look at first is, and I'll throw this up to make sure. There we go. The thing I would look at first is an extension to see if we have those features that we can integrate. So in here, we should have an option for apps on the left sidebar, and I'll just go to search apps. Where is that button? It always moves around on me. Explore more apps. There we go. And I'm going to search for, let's say, Workday or Intune, and I'm going to see if there's any apps available. Now, there's a couple of plugins that I use personally most often, and these are the ones that I would recommend the most. Anything by PIO is great because they build exclusively importing solutions for assets. So if you're looking for Intune, you just type in Intune, find PIO. That's going to be my go-to integration. If you're looking for Jamf, if you're looking for Entra, there's an Entra one right here. These are the ones that I would recommend. Anything by PIO, if you're wanting to bring in data, I would use them. And what this does is it literally looks at the data you have in Intune and it syncs it over to Assets automatically. You could run this hourly, you could run it daily, you could run it weekly, however you want. This will pretty much set it up and run it for you. I've used it quite a bit with a few client environments. It is super robust. It's never broken on me before. And it's also really great for like from the setup perspective. It's very simple. It's literally just field mapping. And once you have it set up, it just runs in the background and you kind of forget about it, which is amazing. And same thing with Workday. Like I would literally search for Workday and let's see what we have. So there's a couple of options here. And for Workday, there's actually some native integrations that Jira builds out, particularly with Jira Automation. That being said, Workday might be a little bit more hard, and the built-in integrations are very surface level in Jira. I'll say that. So if you're looking for something more in depth, where you have integrations that do a lot more, I would probably, and I've used this one before, I'd use the one by Onward. And this gives you a little bit more functionality than just simply integrating your basic fields or values or people. So you could even do all of these sources, right? They have Jamf, I think they have Intune. Yeah, they have Intune and Entra. So maybe this is the best bet for you. They also do some automations with onboarding as well if you wanted to check them out. This would be my go-to because you could download the app, get it up and running within a day or two, and like, boom, your assets are synced just like that. That being said, if you wanted or have an in-house team that could do API integrations, that is also an option that I've seen done quite often in the past. So you could build out the API integration. You'll probably have to host it somewhere. You'll need to run it, maintain it, and make sure that it doesn't break. So it's going to be a little bit more work, and it does definitely work, and it's a little bit more flexible. But this you could probably get up and running within a couple of days, and it'll be robust and solid and won't break on you. So that would be my recommendation. I hope that makes sense and that answered your question. If you have a follow-up, feel free to drop that in, and I'll try to answer it as well. Hey, real quick, if you feel like Jira is messy and slow, or you feel like you're constantly trying to fix and rebuild it, then I want to invite you to take our free Jira strategy assessment down below. In just a few really quick questions, we'll show you which stage your team is currently in and exactly what to fix first.